Before I mentioned this, I have a buddy named John Doyle, and I was listening to his friends and him talk about just how much they hated like furries and whatnot, and which is like furries are weird, but people are weird, and I come from a culture where you used to just let people be weird. Weird is subjective in some ways too. A lot of people think different things are weird, and that's up to them. And so what would happen is like, I asked him, I was like, why do you think like furries are so effed up, so weird? And we talked about this one time too. It was just, he was kind of explaining what he doesn't like about them. And I'm like, dude, what you're explaining is how wokeness took over every subset of culture. So there's no way to just enjoy anything anymore. You can't just enjoy sports. You can't enjoy comics. You can't enjoy even weirder things like furries, which is not my thing. But hey, if they're into that, you're into that.
Oh my
Meaning,
goodness.
but cosplay, everything that was considered nerdy, strange, just 7, 8, 10 years ago, that you were just a little bit maybe odd, even normal, and you had a little secret side that you didn't want your coworkers to know that you were into or whatever. Maybe you were embarrassed by it. The woke SJWs came into every single niche of culture, hijacked them, and made them about being gay, about being trans, and it didn't stop with just furries. It started with like furries and cosplay, etc. Even anime, they've destroyed it too, even recently, which it wasn't. It was super based. Anime used to be based.
It's hanging on.
But in America, you should see some of the conventions. It's pretty crazy. But it's gotten to the point where even like sports, where like football, besides the fact that it's like men in little tights, touching balls, is known as being a pretty masculine, straight, contact sport, is that even NFL is like, actually, we're gay and trans. And that's like, everything's just become about this wokeness. So it's like, nobody is safe. Like even the State Department has become woke. Like this enlightenment, this feeling of like everything's got to be about sex and your identity and your narcissism. Like it doesn't matter if it was weird or like furries, socially acceptable, like football, or just I don't know, you can't question the State Department, political. Everything is about this shit, and I'm so sick of it.
Yeah, same. Like, how do I follow up from that? That's exactly how I feel. Yeah, it's and what's really sad is people don't catch on to it, and I see a lot of people that are kind of applauding this sort of wokeness being infiltrated in all aspects of our society, as if like this is inclusion, this is me, being amplified. I finally have a platform, and I feel really bad for these people because it's in turn causing a lot of divisiveness. Because, like, for example, my boyfriend, he's a big comic book fan, and he doesn't have escapism anymore. He doesn't have an outlet to get away from politics or social justice warrior nonsense because it's in everything. And it's like, I can see the consequences of injecting wokeness into all these areas of our life. So I would assume these people that are with these businesses, they also see it. And so I have to assume they're doing it intentionally.